It is but normal to have difficulties in getting babies to sleep straight at night. It is really not the child who has issues with sleeping, but it is because of the mother's anxiety in having to listen to her baby's cries which causes the baby to stay awake instead of going back to sleeping. A baby elicits protectiveness from a mother. There is also an immediate connection between a mother and her baby. So when a baby cries, the instant reaction is to go and see what they need since a baby is still dependent on the mother. A baby usually cries when they need something. They also cry when they are tired and sleepy. So when the mother goes to them fussing when they start crying, instead of getting the sleep that they need, sometimes they are actually prevented from sleeping. Therefore, mothers must try to change their ways and stop being overly protective of their babies. This means that they must learn to let them cry for a bit to give the babies the sleep that they deserve. Now here are three tips that can help babies sleep straight during the night. 1. Establish a routine. This means do the same thing every night. Put the baby in the same bed every night. Also be consistent in the words you use in saying good night. 2. Make available to them stuff that can be used as a security blanket. An example that can be used as a security blanket is a teddy, blanket or muslin. A child usually picks their own security blanket. By putting things beside them in their bed, they can choose which one they would feel most comfortable with. Just make sure that the things you will provide is safe for babies. This should be a part of the routine that you have established. Try to rotate these things so that the baby would not get too attached to one thing and still manage to sleep with another, to avoid problem should their security blanket be misplaced or broken. 3. White noise. As much as possible, make sure that there is white noise while your baby is sleeping. White noise is the background noise that you hear. This will ensure that your baby does not get startled whenever there is noise when they are asleep. Keeping the place too quiet is not good. If the baby gets accustomed to this, then there is a possibility that their sleep gets disturbed easily with noise. But if the baby is used to having white noise when they are sleeping, it would be less worry for the mother that the baby's sleep would be disturbed if people come over. And it would mean that the world does not have to stop when the baby is asleep, because you can continue with whatever you are doing and not worry that it might wake up the baby. However, newborn babies needs to be fed frequently throughout the night, so it is not yet possible to sleep straight during the night. This may only be possible if the baby is 3 months old or older, but it still depends on the baby. Even if the baby still needs frequent feedings at night, still follow these tips after feeding to make sure they go back to sleep again. And when they are ready to sleep straight during the night, these tips will help to make sure that both of you get a good night's sleep.